Hey troops, it's Roy from Geeks Adventures. Woohoo! Broadcasting for Studio Beta in a townhome in the Clintonville section of Columbus, Ohio. So, let's jump on the bandwagon. Yeah, the solo trailer dropped. It's kind of interesting watching this because, you know, you watch all other Disney product. Let's be honest, that's kind of what a lot of this is degenerating too with Disney. I mean, granted, they handle the product well, but in the end, as much as we love MCU, Star Wars, blah blah blah, it's product, all right. But that's another rant for another time. um, oh gosh, where was I? This is what happens when you do this after work. See, my brain is tapioca right now. But wow. So, saw the Solo trailer. Oh yeah, that's where I was going. So this movie's coming out Memorial Day weekend, which back in the day it used to actually mean something. when the summer movie season actually started Memorial Day weekend. Now, who the heck knows when the summer movie season starts? Does it start in March? But anyway, so yeah, now, why do I bring this up? Well, this is like maybe, the second or third trailer or something like that. Infinity War, we've basically got the whole dang movie in trailers. Black Panther, kind of, a lot, all of these products kind of the same thing. Solo! This is maybe the second, and here I guess here's the thing that's kind of that's interesting about the whole situation. Memorial Day weekend. What is it right now? It's April. With about 2 months, no, actually less than that. It's like 7 weeks. 7 weeks going into release. Infinity War's got 87 trailers right now. It's like, holy crap, man. I'm waiting for someone to do a super trailer, editing everything together and then going, wow, this is like 2 hours. This is the whole movie. Holy crap. The good news is I like the way it looks. It looks very cool. The whole cast looks really solid. It's funny. Who'd have thought Woody Harrelson? Old people like me still think of him as being Woody in Cheers. Who'd have thought? He would go from Hunger Games to this as becoming a stoner mentor. Wow. I just had a nightmarish thought. Y'all are going to hate me for this, and some of you are going, don't say this too loud. Disney will be listening. If they ever dare to do a whole reboot, reshoot, whatever, reimagining, whatever the heck you want to call it, of Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope, and have Woody Harrelson play Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, that would be epic! Holy crap! Oh man, they should show him rolling dubs and stuff like that. That'd be awesome. Holy crap! Oh my god, his lightsaber should be a bong. I'm sorry, I'm way too amused by this. It probably isn't all that funny, but like I said, my brain's tapioca from being at work. You notice the one person I haven't mentioned anything about. I don't even remember his name. Whoever's playing Han Solo. I mean, it doesn't look bad. Then again, I could look like an Oscar-winning performer in about doing only 10 seconds of dialogue. It's funny seeing the reactions of people regarding the film. I was joking actually on a friend of mine's posting on Facebook. The reaction, it reminds me, yes, I'm beating this to death because, when you're DC Warner Brothers, this is what you get. It's like a reaction to a Warner Brothers DC superhero movie. It's like, it looks good. Maybe. I mean, it could be. All right. Oh dear God, what happened during filming? And the sad thing is that in the midst of all this kind of craziness and chaos, Or you know what? No. Scratch this. Amidst all the conjecture, all of dorks like me talking way too much trash about this thing that hasn't even come out yet. Hasn't even gone. You know, odds are, considering the time right now, they're still doing post. They're still doing a final edit. I think if memory serves, wasn't literally Return of the King. They're literally going, you need to finish so we can get the stupid reels out on FedEx. All right. And also, they're still. Am I a cynical smartass? Duh. But nonetheless, this is kind of one of those things. If you're gonna, this is reminiscent of another another big childhood icon property going through a bit of a shakeup this Christmas with Mary Poppins. You can tweak, and mess with it, blah 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 blah. You screw it up, they will come after you with a battle axe and pitchforks and torches. Alright? And this is kind of one of those things. Rogue One, in some ways, the advantage of Rogue One was that, well, you had no precedent. All you remember is the spy stole it and blah 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 blah. The 2 minutes of description from Episode 4: A New Hope. From there, they're allowed to just make a movie, create a story, and did a pretty dang good job of it, frankly. This, you got a lot of history. I'm not even talking about extended universe novels and, this was mentioned in the corporate sector. No, stop. Just from the bits and pieces we've gotten over the years from everybody. Little bits about Lando had the ship. Dang! How long have Chewie and known each other? And what the heck is the Kessel Run? And wait a minute, but parsecs are distance. What? So you've got it's almost like an urban legend. It's interesting. Yeah, I'm going to be crossing streams right now. One of the fun things, some of you might remember the show Leverage that was on TNT for a while. Basically it's Ocean's 11, but with only 5, and you did it for 5 seasons. And was actually really funny and really kind of cool. It was fun hearing the constant reference to backstory, where the characters had done other jobs, and connections between other characters from back in the day that all happened off screen, yada, 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 yada. So, you create this artificial backstory, and you kind of create it adds depth to this world. As a buddy of mine, Steve, said, you add these bits and pieces, because what it does is it kind of adds depth and width to the universe you created, which is kind of what happened in Episode 4 with Han Solo. You got all these references, and and in Empire Strikes Back, and all of a sudden now, hey, this is a coworker, and then Jabba the Hutt, all this stuff kind of getting creating this giant bigger and bigger circle around Han Solo, and now you're trying to make it concrete. No pressure. So what do I think? We'll see. Ain't gonna be long. And the fortunate thing for Solo is that, well, Infinity War had its release date moved up a week, so there's 4 weeks to purge it out of the theaters. Which, considering what happened with Black Panther, probably is a good idea. But anyway, so there you go. See what happens. Memorial Day weekend come faster than you think. Hey, y'all take care. May the Force be with you. May the Force really be with you. Ron Howard, man, bless your heart. Good luck. May the odds always be in your favor, especially when you've been handed a property like this and you've got a budget that's really frippin' huge. And as always, most importantly, let's be good to each other, okay, peeps? Later. Bye.